Continental food, madam. Food, madam.
Today we'll be enjoying some Kenkey, and here I have already prepped and sectioned my condo. It was frozen, so we will allow it to thaw beautifully while we go ahead to prep our husk. And I have two different types of husk, the cut up husk and the original. This is our favorite. So to prep it, I'm going to add some salt into water and we're going to wash our husk very well. Hello, my sweets. Welcome back. A happy, beautiful new year to you all. I hope you celebrated the World Kenkey Day on January 1st. Because it is the official World Kenkey Day. So if you missed it this year, don't worry. You can join us next year to celebrate this amazing dish. So after washing my husk in salt water, I'm going to rinse it off beautifully and soak it until it is nice and soft. And as you can see, our corn dough has melted or defrosted beautifully. So I'm going to transfer one bag into my pot and we're going to be making our alata with that. So to that I added some water and I'll mix it until everything is nice and smooth like this. Adding some salt, and because we'll be adding some more corn dough, you want to ensure that you have enough salt to taste. Okay, we'll transfer it onto our fire and we'll cook it until our alata is ready. Now you want to keep stirring until it begins to thicken up like this before starting to press it to the side of your pot. You don't want to stop stirring because you don't want this to be too lumpy. Now, because of the recipe of Kenkey, we can break the lumps, but the less lumps we have, the better off we are. At this point, I'm adding in some water to finish the cooking process. Today's special tools goes to Kadosh Kenkey Factory. In case you missed our previous video, go watch it. I have all their information there as to how you can get your Kenkey delivered right to your home or find it in any African market near you. Our alata is now ready. It is nice and soft. So we're going to transfer it into a bowl, spread it out to cool completely. But the bowl I'm using today will not be sturdy, so I lined my heavier bowl with plastic wrap so that it will sit on it without moving. And then I transferred our alata into the bowl, add our uncooked corn dough to our alata, which is cooked. And this is where our signature sourness in Kenkey comes in. Okay, so it is like going backwards after cooking the bangkun, which is popularly known as alata for Kenkey. We then add in the uncooked corn dough, mix it until it is well combined like this, and then using our finger we're going to mash it. In case there are any lumps, we break it, but we're gonna spread it out and set it aside to cool. We don't want to burn ourselves. And as you can see, our husk is nice and soft, so we're going to get it out of the water and set it aside. We would also be setting aside some water which is needed for this process. At this point, we're going to mash and mix our alata and corn dough together. Now, you may use a glove if you wish, but it is not needed. Trust me, we're gonna cook this again for hours, so any germs in it will be gone. So what I'm doing is mixing and breaking up any lumps. And when I'm making this at home and I'm not filming it, I usually sit down to do this until I'm satisfied that it is where I need it to be. So you don't have to stand, okay? sit down and do this and be free. Once this is done, growing up, when we're making it in my house, because other people would be helping, one person makes the balls like this while other people place it in the husk and cover it up. But if you're making it at home, you can just scoop it and into your husk like this. Cover the other side with the husk. Hold the longer parts together, twist it around until it is nice and tight, and then open up a little space and insert the excess husk just like this. And here I'm using the traditional husk that we all use, but if in case you come across this cut up husk, do not worry, you can use that as well. I pray you get this one because you see the difference. This is open, that is closed. But to fix this, you're going to hold it together and push it into itself just the way I have done here, and then squeeze it together before wrapping the other side and pushing it in as well. You can do one side or the other first, because in the next clip I'm going to show you how you can make the other side by itself as well. But again, you want to place it in the husk, cover it until it is completely covered, and this time we will twist around the pointy side first and insert it before putting everything together and pushing the flatter or the harder side in as well, just the way I'm doing. And this is especially if you do not want to cover your Kenkey with plastic wrap. All right, but that is it. Once this is done, we will be making part of it in our pressure cooker. So you know you can use your pressure cooker to make your Kenkey to be faster. But before then, line the bottom part with some of the husk. This prevents the Kenkey from getting burned. And you want to place the part that you inserted down just like this if you're using the original husk, okay? But if you are using the cut up husk, you will need to place the flatter side that you pushed in, which is the bulkier side, on the bottom, okay? Just as you see in the video. And again, the husk on the bottom will prevent the Kenkey from burning. Even if it burns, the husk will take the brunt of the burning. I added some water and set my pressure cooker to 35 minutes, and I'll check it after 35 minutes and give it some more time if needed. Or you can make this the traditional way in a daddy sing on your stove top. And again, the side that is flatter have to be on the bottom so it does not fall apart. We add in our water, cover it up with some more husk. You can also use a parchment paper to do so, but I'll be using the husk, and we'll be checking on this and adding in some water until our Kenkey is ready. We will know it is ready when you push it in and it doesn't bounce back and it is nice and soft. So let's check the one in the pressure cooker, and the baby one that I made would be, you see this? It's not bouncing back, so the baby is ready. But the adults, even though it's not bouncing back as much, it is not ready. So what I'm gonna do is to remove everything, and then I'll place the ones that were on top on the bottom, and then the ones that were on the bottom on the top, add in some more water, cover it up, and allow it to do its thing until it is ready. Let's check what this Kenkey will look like when it comes out. So since the baby is ready, can you see how soft and yummy it is? And the color is nice and bright. Nowadays, some Kenkeys be dark. I don't know what's going on, but the original way still stays beautiful, appealing, and absolutely delicious. The one that we made the traditional way took us about 2 hours. I added in some water about 4 times before it was ready, and now I'm getting it out into a cooler. All right, I do dip my hand in cold water before putting it in there, so don't think I'm doing it just like that. And check out our liquid gold. This is Otinshino, and we absolutely love this. So we'll set this aside, but I wanted to show you what I meant by the husk saving the day. None of my kenkey got burnt, but you can see on the bottom of the husk burnt a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. And now we're going to make our shito, our red pepper sauce, and I'm using akwele wabi, which is chili peppers. These make some delicious red pepper sauce. I'm gonna add in some onion, salt to taste, and grind it until it is nice and smooth before adding in my tomatoes and finishing it off. Once that is all done, all that will be left would be for us to serve and enjoy. And we enjoy this with our hands, okay? So whenever you see us enjoying our kenkey and stuff, if you use a fork and knife or a spoon to enjoy this, it will not go well, okay? Did you enjoy today's recipe? Would you be giving it a try? If so, let me know in the comment section. Until I see you in the next one, stay safe, keep loving each other, and remember that the love of God and family is life's greatest blessing. And guys, ke onamini ochemi sweet mahabotu. Bye y'all.
Adiana to look on again. Gambling butter, gambling fish. And sweet jelly. Continental food, madam. Food, madam. International food captain. Who show you how to make pizza, jollof, mango and okra soup, sushi and pastries. All this and more. Sweet jelly. Go go, go go, gaga, go. Sweet jelly. Go go, go go, gaga, go. Sweet jelly.
Sending money any other way, Tap Send is the way to go. Download it today and use our short code SWEETTEAM to get a $15 bonus when you send your first 50. So the person you're sending it to get an extra $15 on us.